I don't know if y'all can hear me, but this is the Caterpillar 301.8 I had bought, I think last month or so. I got 41 hours on it right now. Hadn't been using it a whole lot here lately, but I got the thumb finally got on it, put on it. I was just gonna do a walk around. I like it so far. It's got plenty of power for what I need it to do. Just do kind of a quick video of the cab. And you got this touch panel. Well, it ain't touch panel, but you can select the different modes. But here's your throttle. There's your key down here. Got a little plug, 12 volt. This is your blade control. Just kind of like regular old excavator stuff. But over here, this is how you slide your tracks in right here. So you'll lift the front up and then the back up with the blade, and then you'll push that down. And then I hadn't done it much, but I think you pull this in and the tracks will go in and out. But I'll fire it up right quick. So you got your panel there, and you got to put your code in from the factory. It's normally like 1, 2, 3, but you can change it to whatever you want. You got your fuel, your water temp, and your hydraulic temperature, your battery voltage. I got 41.4 hours on it. But yeah, let me put this down. I think you lift up on the front, and then I think you lift the blade up on the back. Let's see, are we high enough? Okay. That should be high enough, and I don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand, but you got to hold that down, and then you can, well, I don't know if you can see that, but you bring it in. Yeah, you do that, then it goes down. So you hold this down, and then it unlocks something, you can feel it, and then you just use your blade control to bring it in. So we'll see what it looks like. Let's see. So yeah, that brings it in where your tracks are flush with the panels. So like if you're trying to get through a gate or something, and then what you can do, you pull this pin, and that folds in. So your track will be your blade will be the same width as your track. Just put that back in there like that, and then to do it again, you just, well, yeah, let this down. Pick that up, blade, drop your bucket. And then you push that down, and if you can see it, let me try. Oh, wrong way. It does one, and then the other. It comes out again. So, and then you just pick your blade up, pick the bucket, and there you go. And this also has cruise control, and it has the skid steer control. So what you do for the skid steer control, you push this button here, and then it pulls this display up and enable joystick travel, and you push OK. So now this stick, well, I'm backwards now, because so when I push forward it goes back as my blade's around, but you can steer all with just your stick. So, and then this, let me get turned around right quick. Then you just hit it again, and you're back in your excavator mode. So all you do is hit it, and once you hit this and set it how you want it, it'll work until you cut the key off. So there we go, just driving, reverse, you can turn, and then this one does your blade. So like if you're backfilling something or pushing a lot of dirt and you just don't feel like doing your feet, see, these don't work right now until you hit the button and it changes it, and now you're back into controlling it with your feet. So that's nice, you know, if you're kind of filling in a ditch or whatever, pushing some dirt. I don't really like it that much because it is kind of jerky. Like if you're idled up real high and you go to do it, it's kind of hard to find that sweet spot, and you end up like jerking yourself, you know. You end up jerking around a lot, and I don't really like it that much, but like for traveling, it's real nice. And then if you're back in the skid steer mode, there's a trigger on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it right there. There's a trigger right here that when you're going, you can push it. Well, you got to set it right here. You got to set it cruise control. See, it lights up, and now when you go, you push that trigger, and look, I'm not doing nothing, and it's going by itself. And you push the trigger again, and it'll stop. Same with reverse. I'm going backwards, and I'm not touching nothing. So, and then I just hit it again, and it stops. Or you can just hit it, and it'll quit. Well, that's kind of nice if you're kind of traveling a long distance. It works good. But yeah, I like it. I'm just really not used to it, so I prefer, you know, the feet and the blade over here. But it is something nice. And then when you cut the key off, it asks you, do you want to lock security? And you can do yes, 1 minute, or unlimited. And the unlimited will work until you crank it again and cut it off, and then it'll ask you the same thing. So I may have been a little too slow. Yeah, so this is just with it off. So right here, this button, you can push it and go from either controls you want. You want excavator controls, or you want backhoe. I normally run it in backhoe because I learned on the backhoe. But if I practice excavator for about, you know, a few hours, I can get the hang of it again. But I just prefer backhoe because we rent a lot of backhoes and stuff, and going back and forth, it gets confusing. But anyway, and you hit OK. And then this one, this is your thumb control, or if you have another implement on this, you can set it, you know. But this is like your power. You can go from 100, like 10's real slow, 100's quicker, and then you can set that. And then that's your backhoe excavator, like what I did with the button over there. And then this is your auto idle. What that does is, let's go home. Like if you're running it and you're using the joysticks and you just let it sit for a couple seconds, it'll go down and idle. Like, so it'll idle instead of being revved up, which is nice. So you don't have to keep, you know, cutting it up and down, up and down. But that's nice. I always keep it on. And then you got your cruise control. So you got to hit it. Like a while ago I tried to do it and it didn't go to cruise control. You got to hit the button and it'll go up top. So, and then there's your main menu. You got machine settings. I don't know if you can see that. You can go through them. You got control mode. That does your pattern change, your stick steer mode, your implement speed, your joystick response. Like if you want You got advanced, you got fast, normal, slow, and like when you go to advanced, you can, like your stick control, you can set it. Each thing you can set, so that's nice. Then you got your cruise control settings and forward travel trim. Like if you're going and one side's pulling too far, you can, you know, adjust that. Reverse travel trim, just stuff like that. Auxiliary, continuous flow is for like your implements and things like that. This phone's picking it up too good, but auto idle, machine lighting. I only have one light on it right now. I want to get a couple more. You got a job clock, factory defaults. Then you got display settings. You got your brightness, language, units, shortcut settings. That would be these at the bottom when you're on the home. These would be like shortcuts. You can change those. Information, you know, service. You know, you got your diagnostics, maintenance, all that stuff. You can go in there to change your passcode, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, and I think you can change what displays up here too, but I just got it as the hydraulic temperature and your volts. But it's pretty simple. I like it. I've done some work with it already, and I enjoy it. I hadn't used the I hadn't had to get through a gate, so I hadn't used but you can hear it. Hear that click? It's something under there. I guess like a pin or something. It it unlocks it. But I don't have no radio or anything, so it's just simple. My light, that's all I got. But yeah, I like it so far. Oh, and you can set different things, like if you got a jackhammer, stuff like that. But like here's my thumb. My thumb's over here, so. And then you got your it's a 2-speed, so like if you're, you know, in low speed or you want to travel, you just hit the rabbit and it'll go faster. And then you got your horn, and then you got the rabbit here too. You know, you can select it, and then see it'll pop up right there. That knows. See, you're in low, that's high. So it's pretty nice. And then you got another trigger down here you can set for something. Like I'm assuming if you had a jackhammer or something, you could push it. But it's pretty simple. It gets the job done. I don't have any complaints about it so far. Well, the only problem I have was it with these get you gotta watch out. Your hydraulic line for your thumb. This I got ripped off the other day on a stump hole. It got hit on the root and ripped it off. But I think that right there was about $6-7. But it broke. But I think it's meant to snap if, you know, you hit it on something. But it's got the 18-inch bucket on it. I hadn't had any issues out of it. This is where your motor's at. This is your hydraulic fluid level, your oil filter, oil dipstick, fluid for your radiator, your air filters in there. This is your fuel filter, and it's got a water separator. It's pretty simple. Over here is your air filter. Right there, you got your fill. And over, let me get the key. But down here, this is where all your solenoids are. And this is your battery cutoff, your master cutoff. So if you're gonna be gone or don't want your batteries to maybe drain down, you can turn it off and take the key with you. But then that's on. So got a lot of stuff in there. Hopefully I ain't got no problems with it in the future. But yeah, I think that's all. I enjoy it. This came in handy. I took the fifth wheel off to the Freightliner. It's over there. But I took it off the other day with it, and it picked it up just fine. I got some other stuff to do with it. But yeah, I don't want to keep rambling, but it's nice. I enjoy it. It gets the job done. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 21 horsepower, 22. I'm not sure. I think the John Deere I looked at, that was around, you know, this size. I think it was like a 15 or 16, if I'm not mistaken. But you can definitely tell it's got enough power for the size. But yeah, I'll let y'all go, and thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe, and let me know if you want any more videos on it. Thank you.